What is up, HBICs? Welcome back to the HBIC Guide channel. I thought it would be entertaining to watch this video and kind of give y'all a little glimpse about what I think about a billionaire's business advice. I've seen a whole bunch of other boss babes reacting to it, and I thought it would be a cute idea and it would give y'all a little glimpse into, how I relate. I'm obviously nowhere near Kylie Jenner status, nowhere near being a billionaire, of course, but I have founded two businesses. One that is more in-person centric, which is a home remodeling business called Jen Contracting based in Washington, D.C. And then I also own and founded a online home decor boutique called femdecor.com, where we sell cute pillows, mugs, and beautiful art prints. So make sure to check it out. We're actually launching our fall collection pretty soon. I'm going to be filming a video giving y'all all the behind the scenes on how I'm crafting that collection. So stay tuned. Follow me on Instagram at HBIC Guide to stay up to date on when I'll be launching that collection later this fall. So let's go ahead and watch the video and let's see what the HBIC take is.
It's amazing to me that at 19, you took something and turned it into this empire.
For sure.
It's crazy.
I had the opportunity to make the coolest makeup line that I've always dreamed of. It's really my only passion.
That's amazing. First of all, who at 19 knows their passion? I know I didn't. I had been trying to figure out all throughout my 20s. I've been trying little businesses here and there. Went to college, tried to figure that out, whether it would be my path to be more traditional and go into a 4-year program, graduate, and get a career and get a full-time 9-to-5 job. All that was something that I was figuring out through my 20s. And I started my first business, Jen Contracting, my home remodeling business, at the age of 21, which is fairly young, but even then, I was starting the business and going through the motions of growing the business while still juggling the idea of going to law school. And so I think it's pretty remarkable that she knew her passion at the age of 18, 19. That's amazing to me.
Have experienced things that people at my age do not even know how to handle. The majority of 19-year-olds are still, in the trying to figure it out stage or in college. Me, it's major responsibilities. I feel like a little old woman stuck in a 19-year-old's body. I'm just kidding.
Oh my goodness. I can relate to that so much. An old woman stuck in a young body. That's how I've felt all throughout my 20s. I just feel like the burden of responsibility one carries when they are running a business and looking to stay afloat. With every check that came in at the beginning of my business, I paid myself the minimum to pay my bills in order to be able to reinvest back into my business. So I felt like an old lady budgeting and not being able to go out and have a social life. I wasn't doing as well as Kylie was when I was trying to juggle my business and my early 20s. So now I'm 27. It's been 5 years since I founded my first business and 3 years since I founded FemDecor, my second business. But still, I feel like whenever I do go socialize and hang out with my friends, which by the way is much needed, it's so important to balance that social life and your entrepreneurship, because I don't believe in that ideology of just staying in all the time, working on your business 24/7, hustle culture vibe, because I think it's really important to have friends and have good company and, have people that can take your mind off of entrepreneurship for a while. Not everything is about work, guys. So kudos to Kylie that she's able to manage that. Even though, sometimes she may feel like an old lady.
Kylie Jenner's lipstick line went on sale at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and the kits literally sold out within minutes.
This is just so exciting.
I saw that, and when I saw that, whenever that was happening, I was like, what? She sold out, but of course, she has a huge audience. That's expected, and I think especially being guided by Kris Jenner, her mom, who's helped Kim launch multiple products throughout, their rise to fame. I think that they probably have a good network of specialists who kind of can tell them how much they're going to sell before even launch. So they probably expect it to sell out. But also, I didn't learn this till later on, till I started my own e-commerce business, FemDecor, that a lot of businesses and even small businesses do this now, that they employ this method where they only stock a certain amount so that they can say they sold out, to create that hype. And I think that obviously Kylie Cosmetics did this to begin with. That way they could build the anticipation and attract more customers based on the hype created with the first launch. So I think she was really successful in doing that. I remember I wasn't, you know, one of the people that was online ready to buy her first lip kits, but once I saw that she sold out, I was like, wow, these must be good. Let me try to get my hands on some. And then I think the second launch, I was on there trying to buy a lip kit. It sold a lot.
None of us knew how big it was gonna be. Oh my god, 265,000 people on the site.
Maybe, but I doubt
Social
it.
media
Big
has
operations,
been a really
they know.
big blessing to me because I don't pay for advertising.
She was lucky enough not to have to pay for advertising, but that's not the case for the little guy at all. I definitely had to try to build up hype within my own network and also just strangers on Instagram that I would try to connect with to build the hype for femme decor. So unfortunately, the little guy isn't able to benefit from already having a built-in audience and not have to pay for marketing, but kudos to her. She still was able to tap into the audience she had, which says a lot about, you know, her influence and her reach. So that's really awesome.
All the advertising I do is literally on Snapchat and Instagram. Ever since I was probably 15, I've been obsessed with lipstick, and I was insecure about my lips.
I know my lips look really cute. You guys, I look hideous. Why didn't you tell me?
So I went to a store and I bought every single lip liner that looked like the color of my lips, so people didn't think I was wearing lip liner. And I would just like overline my lips as much as I could. But I could never find a lip liner and a lipstick that were the perfect match.
That's a really cool story.
Okay.
I like that, like, she related something that she went through in her experience as a teenager. She didn't like her lips. She wanted to find a product that solved her problem, and so since she couldn't find something, she created it. And that's just genius. That is what you should be trying to do if you are looking to start a business. Identify a problem in the market and look to solve it. That's how you know you'll have a customer base.
I have some new ideas if it's not too late.
Okay.
I think if I were to change one, I would just change one. The two ones that look the same, I think I need to switch one out.
Okay.
I think I could do better.
A lot of people think I'm not involved, but it's really important to me to have control over my own things.
I always see people online saying that Kylie doesn't, you know, have a huge part in her own companies. They doubt her role and how active she is in a lot of the decision making. But honestly, I think that she does have a big role in it. Like, to have $1 billion company and to make sure that it succeeds, I think that she has to make sure the product has her touch. And I think she really does do a lot.
Let's talk about the fake lip kits.
Our investigation uncovered the hidden dangers of counterfeit makeup. We bought these Kylie Jenner lip kits online.
Sometimes I see tweets like, this is the worst thing I've ever bought. And I'm like, oh my God. And I look into it and it's totally a fake lip kit. I mean, I could tell.
Hey guys, so I've come across this website.
That's
it
wild.
looks exactly like mine, but it's not. The only place to get my products is KylieCosmetics.com, and anywhere else is fake. The ingredients that they're using.
This is a problem in the e-commerce space, and especially if you're marketing on social media, a lot of people will try to create dupes of your product, and then it seems like it's yours, or they try to sell it as their own, and it's just a bad representation of what you've created because they're not doing it as well as you do. And then that's just incredibly frustrating. And luckily, I know that Kylie must have like a team of good lawyers to really stick it to these people. But as a little guy, you kind of have to just take the L sometimes, especially like after the pandemic. People have been trying to start their own businesses, and instead of kind of creating their own thing, I've been seeing so many people just try to rip people off, and it's like, come on, be original. Creators work so hard to create things that are original, and if there's just people out here copying them, it just makes it impossible. I feel like it's very disheartening and demotivating when you see that. It's just like, why am I going to keep going if somebody's going to keep stealing my products? And especially I see this happening with bigger companies ripping off smaller creators, which is just the worst to me. And so I think that's like super important for me to highlight in this video, to really keep tabs of, you know, the legalities of your business, and make sure you trademark when you can. Make sure you file for the intellectual rights to protect your creations. I think that's so important. I know that it's expensive, but I think it's a necessary investment to protect yourself and your creations if you want to keep doing it and not be demotivated, and be able to stop some of these people that take advantage and steal people's ideas.
It's hard to balance like being a teenager and also like running my business. I'm trying to just like laugh and make memories. I'm 19 and I really want to just like live for myself.
Oh my goodness, I can relate to this so much. Like, if you talk to my friends, my close friends know, every, I think, like 3 months I have a quarter life crisis, and I tell them about how I just feel like, you know, I've been working so hard. I feel like I'm not enjoying my youth, and I feel like sometimes I just need to take off my Hbic hat and be a girl in her 20s. And I think it's important to have a good support system. In this little clip, Kylie's talking to her mom, and her mom's able to guide her through that conversation. And so I have such a great support system. I too rely a lot on my mom. I rely on my husband, on my group of friends who really keep me grounded, who really are able to take me out of my funks when I'm just in my head. And I think that's so important, to surround yourself with good people if you're looking to be an entrepreneur, because it ain't easy and you can't do it by yourself, because you will really be sad and depressed, I feel like, if you do it by yourself. I know I would.
My mom has been worried about who I surround myself with for my entire life.
Sometimes Ariel becomes a problem, like when he wouldn't play coach, and that's the budget that the production company has.
There's bigger things in life, like to worry about someone's attitude. Like, my mom lets things get to her. If someone
I'm that kind of person that, like, if there's something minor that somebody's doing, I really do think that there are bigger things in life to worry about, and I'm not one that's going to sweat the small stuff, because I have too many other things to sweat. So I feel like I can relate to Kylie's mentality on that one.
speak to her the wrong way, and she'll like talk about it for like 2 hours. I choose what I want.
But I'm also
to
Kristen
put my
that way,
energy
that
into.
if somebody speaks to me the wrong way, I'm not gonna accept that. The way you allow people to treat you is how it will continue.
Charge. Okay, you are in charge.
I bought some charge. Don't get it twisted.
Why are you in my parking spot?
In front of everybody at the office, she's like, don't ever park in my parking space again. It's the one thing that means something to me. I've worked so hard. And I'm like, oh my goodness.
I can be a brat like that. Like, if I have a reason to complain and kind of just be a brat and be like, I've worked so hard for this, it needs to be mine, and it needs to be my way, I can be like that sometimes, so I can totally relate. I can be a little spoiled brat.
People don't take me seriously as a businesswoman because of my age.
I'm a woman who started her business at 21 in a male-dominated field, and I already didn't get a lot of respect because it's a very white, old, male-dominated field, and taking meetings, I would get mistaken for an assistant. That's how bad it was. Honestly, I mention that in probably everything I say about my business is humble beginnings, because it was traumatizing, and to this day, it's just like, that man, like, if I was just a little shark in the pond at that point, and right now I have grown to create a very successful business, but at the time I was trying to get my first project, so I didn't stand up for myself, and I think that's why I mention it so much, because it just haunts me that I didn't get to say anything to this man.
I feel like they're starting to. I like to prove people wrong.
Facts. Proving people wrong is something that motivates me like nothing else does. I know that a lot of people are motivated by different things, but I'm the kind of person that if somebody thinks I can't do something, I will do it just to prove them wrong. I don't know who can relate. If you can, make sure to comment below. I need to know that you're my kind of people. That was my take. That was the Hbic take and reaction on the Kylie Jenner $1 billion advice video that I ran across on YouTube. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, make sure to give this video a like. And if you do want to stay tuned and keep up with the Hbic, Please make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post new videos every Monday. If you're into the girl boss woman empowerment, real life look into the life of a young HBIC vibe. So I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one, and have a good one, HBICs.